Good morning, everyone. I'm back again with another story for you. This book is called Wombat Stew, and it's written by Marcia Vaughn and illustrated by Pamela Lofts. And this book takes place in Australia, down under. Here we go. One day, on the banks of the Billabong, a very clever dingo caught a wombat. And he decided to make wombat stew, gooey, brewy, yummy, chewy wombat stew. Platypus came ambling up the bank. "G'day, Dingo," he said, snapping his bill. "What's all that water for?" "Well, I'm brewing up a gooey, chewy stew with that fat wombat," replied the Dingo with a toothy grin. "If you ask me," said the Platypus, "the best thing for a gooey stew is mud. Big blops of Billabong mud." "Blops of mud?" said the Dingo. "What a good idea. Righto." In they go. So Platypus scooped up big blops of mud with his tail and tipped them into the billy can. Plop, plop. Around the bubbling billy, Dingo danced and sang, "Wombat stew, gooey, brewy, yummy, chewy wombat stew." Waltzing out from the shade of the iron box came Emu. She arched her graceful neck over the brew. "Oh ho, Dingo," she fluttered. "What have we here?" "Chewy, gooey wombat stew," said Dingo. "Well, if only it were a bit more chewy," she sighed. "But don't worry, a few feathers will set it right." "Feathers?" Dingo smiled. "That would be chewy. Righto, in they go." So into the gooey brew, Emu dropped her finest feathers. Around and around the bubbling billy, Dingo danced and sang, "Wombat stew, crunchy munchy for my lunchy wombat stew." Sounds appetizing. Old blue-tongued lizard came sliding off his sun-soaked stone. "Silly Dingo," he hissed, "there are no flies in your stew. Without crunchy flies, it can't be wombat stew." And he stuck out his bright blue tongue. "There's a lot to be said for flies," he said. "Righto, in they go," said the Dingo, rubbing his paws together. So Lizard snapped 100 flies from the air with his long tongue and flipped them into the gooey, chewy stew. Around and around the bubbling billy, Dingo danced and sang, wombat stew, crunchy munchy for my lunchy wombat stew." Up through the red dust popped Echidna. "Wait a bit, not so fast," he bristled, shaking his red dust from his quills. "Now I've been listening to you all of this advice, and take it from me. For a munchy stew, you need slugs and bugs and creepy crawlies." Dingo wagged his tail. "Why, I should have thought of that. Righto, in they go." So Echidna dug up all sorts of creepy crawlies and dropped them into the gooey, chewy, crunchy stew. Bugs. The very clever Dingo stirred and stirred, all the while singing, "Wombat stew, hot and spicy, oh so nicey wombat stew." Just then the sleepy-eyed koala bear climbed down the scribbly gum tree. "Look here," he yawned. "Any bush cook knows you can't make a spicy stew without gum nuts." "Leave it to the koala to think of gum nuts," said the Dingo, and he licked his whiskers. Righto, in they go, and into the gooey, chewy, crunchy, munchy stew, Koala shook lots and lots of gum nuts. "Aha!" cried the Dingo. "Now my stew is missing only one thing." "What's that?" asked all the animals. "That fat wombat," he said. "Wait, stop! Hang on, Dingo. You can't put that wombat into the stew yet." "Why not?" "Well, you haven't tasted it." "Oh, righto, I'll taste it." And that very clever Dingo bent over the billy and took a great big sip of the stew. "Ah! I'm poisoned," he howled. "You've all tricked me." Oh. And he dashed away deep into the bush, never again to sing, "Wombat stew, gooey, brewy, yummy, chewy, wombat stew." And ta-da! The wombat lived to tell the tale. So I hope you enjoyed Wombat Stew today, and we'll see you back again for another book sometime soon. If you want to send me a message, a video message, or just say hi in the comments, that would be awesome. I'd love to hear from you. I miss you guys. Bye-bye.